joy, we celebrate 60 years of a dream's realization. Theodor Herzl and the founders of the Zionist movement envisioned and created a Jewish homeland, a Jewish state. And over time, even our own reform movement recognized the power and inspiration of the Zionist dream. Our concern and our passion has evolved into a full embrace of the State of Israel. Our new Siddur, Mishkan Tefillah, illustrates this reborn commitment. Among the texts introduced in this Siddur is a line in the prayer Yotzer Or that precedes the morning Shema. Or Chadash al Tzion Ta'ir, v'nizkeh kulanu mehera le'oro. God, you will cause a new light to shine upon Zion. On this 60th anniversary year of Medinat Yisrael, we, Reformed Jews, continue to radiate our shared values of pluralism, of civil rights, of a liberating way to live Jewishly. Yet 60 years in, we Reformed Jews face a complex challenge. Our leadership in this room today is highly engaged and committed to the cause of Israel. But why is it that our membership's level of identification with the Jewish state does not seem to live up to the commitment of our leaders? Look at this chart from the 2001 North American Jewish Population Study. The synagogued Reformed Jews are the second column from the left in each band. The first band is who has ever visited Israel, and 44% of members of URJ congregations say they have visited Israel, while 55% of all synagogued American Jews have visited Israel, and only 35% of American Jews in general. But of more concern is the chart on the right. 27% of members of congregations say they feel very emotionally attached to Israel. We contrast that with 41% of all synagogued American Jews who feel very attached to Israel, and 28% of all American Jews in general. Synagogued Reformed Jewish connections to Israel on this highest scale, very emotionally connected, are in fact 1 point lower than the general American Jewish population. Why is this? Two reasons, it seems to us. One is the parents, don't put that slide up yet, the parents of today's religious school students were born or matured after the establishment of the State of Israel, and in fact, after the victory of the '67 war. Unless they have personally been to Israel, most feel little or no exhilaration, passion, or even concern as they read or hear the news from Israel. But more importantly is that we know that through visiting and experiencing Israel personally, Israel connections are formed. This notion has been institutionalized in most of the rest of the North American Jewish community. It's a rite of passage in other segments of the American Jewish community that each and every young person spends an extended period of time in Israel. But the Reform movement has not yet made this a fundamental tenet. Now, perhaps we expected that ethnic connections or religious school and camp experience will imprint upon our children the notion of Klal Yisrael, a love and appreciation for the larger Jewish world. But we have to acknowledge that our strategy has not been successful enough. If we want to ensure that connection between Israel and our next generation is strengthened, then visiting Israel must become the norm for each and every young person. Every student affiliated with our URJ congregations must have a personal, physical, and ultimately spiritual encounter with the State of Israel, ideally before they graduate high school or in college.